Today we will review the Sample Homeowner Application Denial Letter, which, effective October 18, 2020, is one of the General Land Office's sample documents for voluntary buyout or acquisition programs. A hyperlink to the Sample Homeowner Application Denial Letter can be found on the Texas General Land Office website at recovery.texas.gov. To locate the document, go to the Local Buyout and Acquisition Program page, which is linked below in the description section of this video. Scroll down to the left side checklist section to the Supplemental Documentation and click on the Sample Homeowner Application Denial Letter link. Once you click on the link, your computer will download the fillable document. Please note, you will need Microsoft Word to view and edit the document. If at any time during the voluntary buyout or acquisition program, an applicant is deemed to be ineligible or is not selected for the program due to a higher number of applicants than spots in the program, then the applicant will need to be sent a homeowner application denial letter. A homeowner application denial letter serves to notify the homeowner in writing that their application has been denied and that they will not be participating in the program. The letter clearly details the reasoning behind the denial and makes reference to the subrecipient program guidelines to support the decision. Also, the letter provides information for where the applicant can obtain the appeal form, which is another sample document provided by the GLO that will be explained in a different video. The letter gives a deadline for when appeals must be received and how they should be submitted. The Homeowner Application Denial Letter provided by the Texas GLO is a sample document. It is meant to guide subrecipients in creating their own letter, and therefore, subrecipients should edit the sample letter according to the needs of the program while ensuring that the letter continues to meet its purpose. At a minimum, subrecipients should use the information provided in the sample form to create their own letter on subrecipient letterhead. For this video, we will use an example of a fictional applicant and location to give a sample of how to complete the letter. To begin, the letter should be placed on subrecipient letterhead. Then, the letter should include the date, the applicant's name, and mailing address. Note, all co-applicants of denied applications will also be required to receive a letter. If the co-applicant has a different home address than the applicant, a separate letter will need to be sent. The letter should be addressed to the applicant, and if the co-applicant resides at the same mailing address, it should be addressed to the co-applicant as well. Then, the first paragraph of our sample form states Rango County, who is the subrecipient, is in receipt of your application for participation in the CDBG DR Buyout and Acquisition Program for the property located at the buyout or acquisition property address, which in our example is 123 Dulce Lane, Enterprise, Texas 12345. Unfortunately, due to the following reasons, your application has been denied. In the next section, the subrecipient should detail the exact reasons that the homeowner's application is being denied. The subrecipient should reference their program guidelines to detail exactly where the eligibility requirement is stated. The subrecipient wrote that the application was denied due to failure to meet property eligibility requirements of the program, and then lists those requirements. Ultimately, the applicant's property was not in an eligible buyout target area. Additionally, one of the county's program guidelines details the requirement that all properties in the buyout program must have demonstrated damage from Hurricane Harvey. The application fails to provide evidence that there is damage to the property from Hurricane Harvey. Please note, if the applicant is being denied because more participants applied for the program than there were spaces in the program, the subrecipient should point out to their prioritization schedule in their program guidelines and explain where the subrecipient was placed on the prioritization schedule and how that affected their application status. Using this scenario as a different example, the subrecipient wrote the following. In the next section, the subrecipient outlines the applicant's ability to appeal the decision within 30 days of the letter. It then indicates where the appeals form is located. Any appeal not received within the 30-day time period will be deemed as a non-response and deem the property ineligible for funding. The letter then gives the information of where and how the appeal should be sent, such as by mail, electronically, or in person. Finally, this paragraph explains the appeal review process for the final determination. The form then lists the subrecipient name and title who is signing the letter and includes their signature. We hope you enjoyed the training on the sample homeowner application denial letter. If there are any additional questions during the completion of the form, subrecipients should reach out to their General Land Office grant manager. Additional videos covering the other required local buyout and acquisition forms are, or soon will be, available at the same location you are viewing this one.